Appointing the wrong AML/CTF Compliance Officer can expose you personally. If you are a director, principal, or senior manager under Australia's Tranche 2 reforms, there is one decision that matters more than most others: who you appoint as your AML/CTF Compliance Officer. Get this right, and you reduce regulatory risk. Get this wrong, and you increase your personal exposure. Welcome to Flagship AML's Compliance Officer Training Module. This short session explains your governance obligations and what AUSTRAC expects from you. Under Australia's AML-CTF framework, you must appoint an AML-CTF Compliance Officer and ensure your AML-CTF program clearly sets out how compliance is overseen and reported to AUSTRAC. This is not just a formality. AUSTRAC expects that person to oversee effective AML-CTF compliance, report to AUSTRAC at least once every 12 months, and have sufficient authority, independence, and resources to perform the role properly. This is a governance control role, not an administrative one. Before appointing someone, you must assess whether they are a fit and proper person. That means actively considering whether they have the competence and judgment to perform the role, are of good character, honesty, and integrity, have been convicted of a serious offence, have adverse regulatory findings, are bankrupt or subject to insolvency arrangements, or have conflicts of interest that could undermine their independence. This is not theoretical. If AUSTRAC asks, you must be able to explain, why did you appoint this person? What did you consider? What evidence did you rely on? If your answer is, they were available, that will not be persuasive. Here is what directors often misunderstand. If your AML to CTF program fails, AUSTRAC does not start by looking at junior staff. They start with governance. They ask, who is the compliance officer? How was their eligibility assessed? Have they reported to AUSTRAC? Was the program reviewed? Are the decisions documented? If those answers are unclear, incomplete, or undocumented, regulatory exposure increases immediately. In practical terms, the compliance officer must ensure your AML/CTF program reflects how your business actually operates, oversee customer due diligence processes, ensure suspicious matters are escalated and reported appropriately, and periodically reassess whether your controls are working effectively. They must have real authority. If they cannot influence decisions, access resources, or challenge risky behaviour, they cannot perform the role properly. Appointment is not a one-off decision. You should periodically reassess whether your compliance officer remains fit and proper, and whether the role continues to be properly resourced and independent. If the officer resigns, leaves, or becomes ineligible, you must appoint a suitable replacement and update your records and notifications accordingly. Governance is ongoing. Under Tranche 2, the AML-CTF Compliance Officer is not a ceremonial title. It is a control mechanism designed to protect your business and potentially protect you personally. Choose carefully. Document your decision. Review it regularly. Because governance is one of the first things AUSTRAC will look at, choose carefully. Document your reasoning. Review it regularly. For further guidance and practical compliance tools, visit flagshipaml.com.au.